Hey guys, this is RB the Garden Nanny. I am in the process of getting ready to start my tomatoes and cucumber and watermelon seeds. It is March 18th and I'm getting ready to start that in this under the bed storage bin that I shared in my last video. This is something that I use instead of using the flimsy black plastic. And I just noticed from my seeds, I received these a couple of days ago, and you don't really do anything with them until you're ready to use them. So of course, I'm getting ready to use them. And I looked at this Sweet Slice F1 slicing cucumber. It was 1 gram that I purchased, $6.45, and I'm feeling the package, and it's like, man, those got to be some really small seeds, almost invisible seeds. And sure enough, I opened it up, and there's no seeds in there. Not one seed. So that's going to put me back. I just sent them a message letting them know that there's no seeds in there. So hopefully they will be sending me out some seeds soon so I can start that. But everything else has seeds. So let me go do a rundown of what I'm growing. I just got these because they sounded so delicious and I wanted something different. I do cucumbers, and this is my first time doing watermelon. Well, no, I take that back. This is my first time doing watermelon with more research. So hopefully this year I will get watermelons. But yeah, I'm doing the Damsel F1 slicing. The next one is Mountain Magic F1 Saladette. Stupus is the last tomato. So those just sounded really yummy to me, so that's why I picked them. And for the cucumbers, I'm doing miniature white. This last one is a cucumber sweet slice. That's the one that did not come with any seeds in the packet. So all of those I got just purely because of the marketing. It sounded so good to me, I had to try them. We all know in my garden, this is Moon and Stars watermelon. Kim at Olive City Homestead. I love Kim. She has a great channel. If you have not checked out her channel, please do so. I'll leave that in the description box below. But she had so many of these growing in her garden last summer. And I'm going to go back and just check out her videos on these things to make sure I am following suit to what to do, because I tell you, I have had very, very little success with watermelons. I did have some foliage, but I didn't realize about the making sure that you hand pollinate when you see a female and a male flower, hand pollinating. I did not know about that. That's maybe one of the reasons why I've had less success the last couple of years, is because I did not do my research. I just thought, hey, it's just going to get out there and grow, and if I put them in the right environment, it'll grow, but it didn't happen. My last one is Sugar Baby. Now these are small. Well, this one is a small watermelon. I don't have a lot of room, but I really do like the Livingston seeds. You can see the seeds right here. And I am definitely looking forward to this one. Days to maturity is 80 days. So yeah, this is what I'm planning on growing. I'm using again the Burpee seed starting mix. I got this from Menards, and I'm sure you can find it at any of the big box stores. But I really like it so far. It's really done well with my last planting. So I'm starting with moist soil. One thing I've learned is not to use dry soil. So yeah, I'm just passing that on to you when you're starting your seedlings, you newbies and those who just may not know. Do not start with just dry soil. Make sure you put it in something and get it a little moist before you start filling your trays. All right, I have all of my trays filled. I am not going to fill this up because I just I don't need to use that many seeds. So I'm going to leave that empty. But I wanted to encourage perhaps someone who's new at gardening and to don't get frustrated in this process. It's pretty simple. Seeds want to grow. And if we just get over the fear of all the things that needs to happen to make it happen, you'll find that it's pretty simple. So basically, like I said, I'm putting 2 seeds in each container. So I'm going to do all the rest of them exactly like this off camera. Like I mentioned, the sweet slice did not have any seeds, and I'm just not going to wait until they send me more seeds to start. I'll just probably do this one next year. These are the 2 I'm going to do an exchange for the sweet slice that did not come. All right, I have everything planted. I do not like using these little popsicle sticks because they seem to run really badly to the point where you forget what you have in there. Because I am watering from the bottom, I should not have a problem. So in the back here, I have damsel, mountain magic. I have stupus. These 3 is miniature white. And these I ran out of the popsicle sticks, so I'm going to have to run outside to the greenhouse and see about bringing in some tags from out there. So basically, I have this from MI Garden Moon and Stars watermelon. I have a row of 3. I have a row of 3 of the sugar babies. I have a row of the Boothby blonde cucumber. And last but not least, I have the Armenian cucumber. There's a row and there's 2 in each cell. This is probably going to be flowers of some type. But yeah, I am done with my tomatoes, my cucumbers, and my watermelon. So I'm going to give this a good watering after I label it. I'm just going to bottom water, put a bunch of water at the bottom, and then let it wick up into the cells, because of course these have holes underneath. So yeah, it's just going to wick up, and then that way I don't have to do any top watering. And that is good for the plants. You don't want to do the watering from the top. All right, I am all done with my seeds. I have everything planted, my watermelon, my tomatoes, and my cucumbers. I have made some changes with my setup. Before, I had the understorage container, which held all of this. And I'm realizing I really don't need that. In order for me to use that, I would have to fill that big container. And of course, these seedlings would be sitting on top in the water to wick up all of that water. Once that wicking process is done, I would have to move all of these containers out of that understorage container and get rid of all of that water, which is a lot of work. So in looking at that process, I decided I am just going to use these shoe boxes, because I can take the shoe box off, pour the water down in here, let the water wick up. After it's finished doing the process for a short period of time, then I can easily take this over to the sink and just remove the water out of it. Also, I have my labels in here. This label shows what's in these two cells. Same here. And this one shows what's in this one, and this one shows what's in this one. And it's only going to be like this for a short period of time until it's time for germination. Then I can just stand the sticks back up where they belong and add the additional ones. So that to me is more efficient. As well, I only had one heat mat, so I ran to Menards and got another one. So now everything is being heated properly. They're in their own individual greenhouses, and I love it. I love how it's getting the moisture that it needs. It's getting the warmth that it needs to grow. And so, yeah, this is much, much better. I think as we garden, we should always be learning how to do things more efficient. And so, yeah, that it's just took a little bit to think about the process of what I was going to have to go through. Even though I did like the fact that that was sturdy and I didn't have to use the black trays anymore that were flimsy. That was sturdy, but it still would be a lot of work, and this is much more simpler. So yeah, guys, I am done with my process, and I am just waiting for things to germinate. I have my timer on as well. It turns off, I believe it's 7 hours I keep it on. It comes on and off. I don't have to worry about that. And like I say, as soon as germination takes place, I can take the lids off and I can just continue to work that process.